Did you know that many of the laws that rule your life today were created by modern governments? They were born centuries ago in medieval Europe, and most of us have no idea they still exist. These are the lost European laws that never really disappeared. Before democracies, before the modern nations we know today, Europe was governed mostly by customs. People followed rules simply because that's how things had always been done. But over time, these unwritten customs were written down, and some of them became so powerful that they survived the fall of kingdoms, the collapse of empires, and the chaos of revolutions. Take one of the most important legal principles in the modern world. You are innocent until proven guilty. Many people think this is a modern idea, a product of human rights declarations. But it's not. It actually comes from Roman law, developed over 2,000 years ago and brought back to life in medieval Europe. Roman legal scholars argued that the burden of proof must always be on the accuser, not the person being accused. This powerful idea survived the fall of the Roman Empire, was passed down through medieval courts, and eventually became a cornerstone of justice systems across Europe, and later, the entire world. What about property rights? The idea that your private property is protected by law feels incredibly modern, right? Well, it isn't. In medieval Europe, owning land was everything. It defined your power, your loyalties, and your chances of survival. Feudal contracts were legally binding documents that protected landowners from having their land seized illegally. Even the Akin. These early medieval land laws slowly evolved into the modern property rights we have today. It's the reason why, even now, governments must follow strict legal procedures before they can take private land from a citizen. The right to a fair trial didn't start in a modern courtroom either. While medieval courts could be chaotic, slow reforms began to change everything. By the 12th and 13th centuries, European legal systems started to recognize fundamental rights: the right to present evidence, the right to defend yourself, and the right to be judged by your peers. These early concepts directly shaped the jury systems and courtroom procedures that are still used across the globe today. And think about this. Every time you sign a contract, you're participating in a tradition rooted in medieval law. Contracts existed long before modern capitalism. Merchants in medieval Europe needed to build trust to trade across long distances in different kingdoms. So, legal systems developed binding agreements that could be enforced by courts. Breaking a contract became a serious legal offense, not just a personal dispute. This system allowed trade to flourish, cities to grow, and economies to thrive. Modern business law is built directly on these medieval foundations. Even today, many European countries follow local legal traditions that are older than the nation itself. In certain parts of Europe, ancient land boundaries are still defined by medieval charters. Local councils operate under legal privileges that are centuries old, and in specific cases, ancient local laws can still override national law. These laws were never abolished. They were just absorbed into modern legal systems. So, why did these ancient laws survive when so many powerful kingdoms fell? The simple answer is, because they worked. They created order out of chaos. They helped reduce violence. They made society more predictable. People came to trust these laws more than they trusted their rulers. When governments collapse, the laws remained as a source of stability. But there's a danger in forgetting where our laws came from. When we follow laws without knowing their history, we can fall for a dangerous illusion. We forget why those laws were created in the first place. Many of our most important legal protections were designed to stop the abuse of power, not to strengthen it. So, remember, modern society isn't quite as modern as we like to think. The laws you follow every day are echoes from a distant past, whispers from medieval Europe. They may be lost to memory, but they are very much still alive. History isn't just something behind us. In many ways, it's still ruling us. Thanks for watching. If you found this fascinating, don't forget to like and subscribe for more hidden histories.